Hi, Hira. This is Elise, your mother's friend. Do you remember me?
Oh, hi, Miss Elise. Yes, of course. How can I not remember you? You're one of my mom's friends from university. I remember you used to stop by our house when my mom wasn't sick yet.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I last met you. Almost 10 years, huh?
I guess so. Wow. Time flies really quickly. I can't believe it's been almost 10 years already.
Me neither. I'm glad to see you again, even though we're in a sort of bad time.
Yeah, I know. After such a long time, we ended up meeting each other again like this, at the funeral of my mom as well as your friend. I'm sorry. I should have invited you over sometimes, but I was too busy taking care of my mom, so...
No, please don't say that. I totally understand. Well, Hira, I didn't have a chance to talk to you this morning. I don't know what to say, but I'm so sorry for what happened to your mom. She was a wonderful friend that I'll never forget. If you want to talk at any time, I'm right here for you, honey.
Thank you so much for coming to the funeral today. My mom would be happy if she knew you were there for her.
I can't believe that she's no longer with us. I was really shocked and sad to hear about her passing away yesterday. I'm just thinking of you and Liam. Why did this happen to you and your father? I'm so worried about him.
Thank you, but I think he's still fine.
Fine? Are you sure? Maybe.
He didn't cry at all at the funeral, and I don't know why. I mean, of course he's a strong man, but he doesn't have to be macho all the time, right?
Oh, poor Liam. He must be so miserable inside that he couldn't even cry. Or maybe he's just not the crying kind of guy.
Do you think so? I'm not close to him. Actually, I've never seen him cry before. But it's his wife who passed away, not anyone else. There's gotta be something, like his love for her, that gets him choked up at least. Can't he just shed one little tear for my mom? Ugh, I think he's all dead inside.
Love? I don't think so, honey.
Huh? What's wrong? Why are you laughing?
Well, I know they were spouses for over 20 years, but...
But what?
Nah, just forget what I said. Honey, sometimes the truth is so dark that you don't believe it's true. Your dad's going through a tough time. Just give him time to calm down.
Yeah, what else can I do? He left right away after he delivered a sketchy eulogy at my mom's funeral this morning. I have no idea where he is now or what he's doing.
Well, you don't have to worry about him, Hira. Actually, he's sitting next to me. We're on the way home. We'll be there in about 45 minutes.
Wait, what are you talking about? Home? Which home? Do you mean my home?
Of course. I guess now it's our home, honey.
Huh? What do you mean by our? How come it's ours? Miss Elise, I know you were really kind to my family, and I appreciate it a lot, but that won't make us a family, you know? Oh no, hang on. Why is Dad going with my mom's old friend after her funeral?
Well, your father must be the person who will announce this news, but I think I should do it now because he seems to be too tired to explain. Let me introduce myself again, Hira. I'm Elise Smith, your new mother.
Oh my god, what's going on here? Are you serious right now?
Yes, totally. We can't get married today because, you know, his wife just died a day ago. But I'll be officially your mother very soon, Liam promised me. And you know what? I'm moving in with him today.
Holy crap! Are you saying that my dad was cheating on my mom all this time? With you, her old friend?
That's right. We also have a child together. Her name is Laura and she's 6 now. Moreover, she's living with us too.
Oh no, there's no way. I'm not gonna believe you. You're telling me a joke, and it's not funny at all. I need to talk to my dad right now.
I know the truth is hard to accept, but you have no choice. Liam and I have been together for a few years and we love each other. Honey, you're feeling overwhelmed a little bit. That's okay. We'll be getting along well. Laura and I will replace her mom.
No! It's not okay at all! How can I be okay with my dad bringing home his mistress and stepchild right after my mom's funeral? This is crazy! And what did you say? Replace my mom?
Yeah, why not? I'm the woman who your father loves, not your mom. I'm beautiful, Strong and healthy. Not a sick and fragile woman like your mom. No doubt that Liam chose me over her.
How dare you say that after attending her funeral a few hours ago, you witch?
Oh, Hira, don't blame me. I didn't mean to say anything hurting you today. Right after you lost, but you made me do this. How dare you call your new mother a witch, you brat? Watch your manners or I'll tell your dad to kick you out of our house tonight.
That's ridiculous! No one can kick me out of my mom's house, even my dad.
Look how pitiful the way you're struggling. Well, that's not gonna work, little brat. That house now belongs to Liam, and he's always willing to do what I ask. You know what? Even when your mom was in the hospital, waiting for surgery to remove a tumor, your dad left her alone and stayed with me because of my morning sickness. He must have loved me and Laura a lot.
Oh God, was that the day when my mom had her first surgery 7 years ago? He said his flight was canceled because of the bad weather, so he couldn't come. He came back 3 days after that. I thought it was because of the storm or something. Was it because of you?
Well, I was so nice that I let him go earlier than I planned. I wanted him to stay longer. Even if he came back on time or not, your mom would still end up passing away. He didn't need to spend time on his dying wife, right? I guess he was acting as such a good husband to your mother. What a wholesome man he is.
I still cannot believe any of this. I'll talk to him. My dad couldn't do that.
Whatever. I've just decided that my daughter Laura will use your room from now on. You should pack your stuff immediately.
Never!
You can't do anything about this, Hira. But fine, I'll show a little of my mercy by letting you stay at my house for a while. See you at home, my dear daughter.
Dad! Where are you? I need to talk to you right now. It's about Elise. She just told me some crazy stories about you and her and your imaginary stepchild. I need you to tell me it's not true. Please answer me.
Hera, I'm still so tired after your mom's funeral. Can we talk about this later?
Dad, this is urgent. Somebody's making up stories about our family. That's unacceptable. I know she's lying, but I need your word. Tell me, do you and Elise have a thing?
Honey, it's kind of complicated.
No way! Why don't you just deny it? Are you really with her right now?
Yes, Elise has just told me about the conversation with you. I'm sorry that everything went so bad like that. I can tell she's a good woman. She was just too upset about what you said to her. That's why she scolded you a little bit. Hera, you shouldn't have been rude to her.
Wow. So there's really a thing between you two, huh?
Honey, you're losing your temper. That's why I don't want to talk to you about this right now. It's not the right time to talk about me and Elise, especially after your mom's funeral.
No, we have to talk about this right now! Are you well aware that Mom just passed away a day ago? Well, I don't think so, Dad. 'Cause you're bringing home your mistress and your stepchild. Is that true?
Yes, they're living with us. Your new sister is Laura. She's only 6, so I hope you'll be nice to her.
It definitely took me by surprise, Dad. After all the good things Mom did for you, is this the way you treat her? Bringing home a lover only 1 day after her death. I cannot believe that while she was struggling with cancer, you were fooling around with your mistress and didn't care for her at all.
Honey, you don't understand. Our marriage was a failure. I didn't love your mom anymore.
Then get a divorce! That you didn't love her anymore couldn't be the reason for your love affair.
Hera, I wanted to. I had thought of divorcing her 1,000,000 times, but I put it off for your sake. I didn't want you to lose your family. I didn't want you to lose all faith in marriage either.
You know what? I do now! Dad, don't consider me as an excuse for your irresponsibility. The truth is, you had an affair while still in a marriage.
I did take responsibility for this marriage. I was there for her second surgery. And I took care of your mom too.
How many times? You were always busy with your work, which I now think might be your hidden little family. You stayed with her just for a while and then headed off to work immediately. There was only me who really cared for her. You weren't literally beside her on her last day at all.
Okay, fine. I admit that, okay? So what? Your mom is dead. I can't do anything anymore.
Wow, what did she do to deserve this? Dad, no matter what you did, just please don't bring anyone home today, okay? You should show her some respect.
I'm sorry. I didn't plan for this. Elise's apartment contract just expired today, and she had nowhere else to go. I couldn't let her and Laura suffer from the cold outside. Then I thought it would be fine to let her stay with us for a while because,
Because my mom passed away, so now there's a room in this house for her? Did you think so?
Yes, she's your mom's friend anyway.
Absolutely not. She's your mistress. You two even have a 6-year-old child. Don't make up an excuse for her.
Hera, I lost my wife, okay? I need someone to stay beside me and help me get through my grief.
The only reason you let her get into this house is to fool around comfortably and free. That's all.
Don't you dare say that to your father, Hera. Your mom is dead, so now I can do anything I want.
Aha! You've been hiding your little mistress and stepchild all the time. Now, Mom is not here anymore, so you've decided to bring your love affair to light? What an amazing husband you are, Dad.
Elise was right. You're too spoiled. No matter what you say, I'm living with her and Laura in this house. That's been decided.
What? No way! This is my mom's house. You're not allowed to let strangers live in her place. I won't allow this to happen.
Your mom left this house to me, so I have the right to let anyone I want live in here. Hera, this place won't welcome you anymore. You better pack your stuff and get out of my house tomorrow, because your sister will take your room.
Really? Are you fine with kicking me out? Have you made up your mind, Dad? Then there's no way to turn back.
I'm sure I'm doing the right thing. I love Elise and Laura, and I can't live without them. Hera, you're independent. You should go.
All right, I got it. You're not my father anymore, and I'll cut all ties with you. I'm leaving for now. But remember, Mr. Smith, I'll be back as your worst nightmare.
Hi, Hera, it's your mom. Why don't you text me or call me? Mom and Dad miss you a lot.
Miss Elise? Don't call yourself my mom, because you won't ever deserve it.
Oh, come on, sweetheart. It's been a year. Are you still mad at me and your dad? Jeez, it's not that a big deal.
Wow, Miss Elise. You're still a sick troublemaker after a year. Don't you know that having a love affair is considered unethical in this world? If not, I'm glad to be the first person to open your narrow mind.
How dare you? My husband will hear about this and make you apologize to me.
Do I care? Oh no, not at all. I don't give a crap about what you and your husband think.
Oh my god, Hera! You're pretending to be so strong, but I bet you're crying a river inside, huh? How pathetic you are. After all, you're the only person who lost both your family and your house, and I'm the lucky woman who's got a happy home. Oh, by the way, Laura wanted to talk to you for the room. She really loves it. Well, I'm having such a perfect life with Liam and Laura at our beautiful house. How about you, Hera? Anything new?
Are you texting me out of the blue just to gloat over this? Really?
Yeah, I guess I was so bored and your name just popped up in my head.
What a coincidence! You think of me right on my mom's death anniversary.
Oops, I almost forgot it. I was so bad. Should I bring some flowers to her gravesite this afternoon?
Don't play around, because I'm sick of this.
Take it easy, Hira. I just want to have a chit-chat with my stepdaughter. Because her mom's death anniversary was coming, Liam had been thinking about you quite a lot. We genuinely want to know how you're doing, honey.
I know you're not that good. I'm not gonna fall for that fake face twice. What do you want from me?
What are you talking about? I don't trick you or anything. I'm your father's new wife, and all I want is a family reunion on Christmas Eve.
A family reunion? Are you joking? Let me tell you something. A family reunion is for a family only. Miss Elise, you're not my family. Do I need to remind you of who you are, Mrs. Cheater?
You brat! You're just like your mom when she was at university. You're both disgusting.
Don't you dare talk about my mom that way. One more bad word about her and I'll make you pay for it.
You can't stop me from saying what I think, Hira. Well, it sounds like you're stronger than you were 1 year ago. But you're still a poor abandoned kid. You can hurt no one. If your mom knew how terrible you are, she would have taken her own life.
You know what? I was vulnerable that day just because I lost my mom. Now I have nothing to lose thanks to you, so I'm not afraid. You destroyed my family and stole my house. I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
You poor thing. You lost everything. You couldn't take it back that day. What can you even do now after a year? No, honey. It's a waste of time crying over spilled milk. You know, just move on with your lonely life. I'm taking good care of your father. No need to worry.
No, you're wrong. I don't care about him. After all, the shitty things he did to me and my mom, I don't want to take back that kind of father. What I want is my house. I'm getting it back right now.
Your house? Oh, you're so funny, Hira. You run away for a year. You didn't even dare to come back on Thanksgiving or your mother's death day. I wonder how you can get it back from another state. Maybe nothing.
Don't become complacent too soon. You should know that I've planned for my revenge for a year. Now it's coming.
Huh? What are you going to do? What's your plan?
I don't want to tell you. It won't be surprising if you've known. I hope what I said won't make you too restless.
Well, I guess it's just a way you used to make me sad. But sorry it doesn't work.
You'll soon find out if it works or not.
What? What do you mean? Tell me.
Well, just a warning for you. Miss Elise, brace yourself.
Hera, why are there so many people coming to my house and packing my stuff? I know it must be you who's doing this kind of thing.
Hi, Dad. Long time no talk. How are you? I hope you're ready to get a new house for your little family before Christmas.
What are you talking about? New house? Why do I need a new house?
Because I'm getting people to throw you all out of my house.
What? This is my house. What you and your helpers are doing is illegal. I'm going to sue you for this.
It is no longer your property, after all. This is my mom's house. Letting you and your lover stay at her house for a year is enough. I'm getting it back right now.
You cannot. Your mother left this house for me after she died because I'm her husband.
You're just taking it for granted, Dad. She never left it for you. I got her will, saying that she would let me inherit all of her property, including the house you're living in. There's no way she wouldn't make a will, because she was so worried about her sickness.
You must be making this up.
Her lawyer sent you the document about her will and probate court decision. You might not have checked it in your mailbox, right? You should now. It took me almost a year to complete all the necessary procedures, and finally, I've changed the deed of the house to include my name. Now, the house belongs to me.
Wait, I'm checking on that. What? This is ridiculous! She didn't leave anything for me? Really? But I'm her husband! I'm the breadwinner in the family!
The house was always in her name. She had inherited it from her parents before marrying you. You never own this house, no matter who you are.
But when I married her, she promised she would get my name written on the deed of the house. Oh my God, she was a liar!
It's you who's a liar here. Because you promised to be faithful to her. But look at what you did. You cheated on her while she was sick.
This doesn't make sense. Even if she had a will, why didn't she put my name on it?
Her lawyer said that she did consider adding your name to her will. But then she found out you were cheating on her, and she changed her mind.
Did she know? That's impossible. I tried really hard to hide Elise and Laura from her. She wasn't suspicious at all.
The truth will be out. My mom had found out about your double life and what you were getting up to behind her back. But she chose not to mess you up.
Why did she do that? Just to play me around? Or was it because she loved me too much?
No, it's not because of you. It's because of me. She only wanted to enjoy her last years with me and keep a beautiful image of a happy family in my memory. I wish she hadn't hidden the truth from me and suffered all alone. Did you know that she tried her best to put in a good word for you with me till her very last moment? Oh, my poor mom.
How could I know that?
Of course you couldn't. I forgot that you weren't at the hospital when she was on the brink of death.
Jeez, I don't need her good words. I just need her house. If she was that strong, she should have added my name to her will.
Don't you feel ashamed of yourself? You're such a greedy, dirty, sick pervert. It's so disgusting to have a father like you. Get out of my house. You're not welcome here.
You wish. I'm not leaving. This is my house. I don't believe a word you said. You're a liar like your dead mother. I'll sue you for making this up and for getting into my house without permission.
Sue me? I'm the owner of the house, so I have the right to kick you out. You better leave before I call the police to arrest you.
How dare you call the police to arrest your father?
Why not? You're not my family. I cut all ties with you, remember? Now you're just a man who's living illegally in my house.
I can't let you get away with that. I'll hire a lawyer to sue you for faking the document and get my house back.
Whatever you do, it won't bother me. Just so you know that I'll be home in about 45 minutes. So you and your mistress with your child should leave my house before that. Or else, I'll file an eviction lawsuit against you. You should know that I don't mind getting the court involved.
You brat! I'll get back to you very soon.
Well, what you should do now is find a place to live, not mess around with me. Now get out of my life! After a few hours, they still refused to leave. I knew in advance. That's why I called the police to arrest Miss Elise for breaking into my house. She's not my family, so she had no right to stay at my house. When I arrived home, she ran to me and begged me to cancel my report. But of course, I denied it. She then had to pay for what she did to me and my mom. Mr. Liam was even worse. He tried to sue me for faking the will and document, as he had said, but couldn't prove that. He wasted a lot of money on hiring a good lawyer to take back the ownership of the house, but he got nothing, because my ownership was authorized and confirmed. Now I'm living in the house my mom left for me. Of course, I have other thoughts about marriage after all the things Mr. Liam and Miss Elise did to my mom. But I'll definitely build a happy family for myself, as that's my mom's last wish.
Sup, Vicky? Just gonna let you know that I dropped by earlier to borrow some clothes. You know, the new pale red skirt you were talking about?
Did you just take it without my permission? I don't remember you ever asking me about it.
Wait, no, of course not. I'm literally letting you know right now.
No, I'm not talking about a report if after you've already taken it. I'm just saying that you could have asked me about it before.
What? Why do you have to be so picky? I'm letting you know about it right now. You don't have to be so angry. And besides, I even asked Dan just in case, and he told me it was fine.
Did he really? You know I can ask him right now, right?
Yeah, he was fine with it. He said that you have more than enough clothes, so it shouldn't be a problem if I borrow some.
I mean, he's not wrong that I have a lot of clothes, but you took the skirt, right? I literally just bought that, and I haven't even worn it yet.
Oh, so that's why it still had the tags on. I was thinking that maybe you hadn't noticed. I wouldn't be surprised if you went out with them on. Don't worry, I threw them away for you.
But you still knew that there was a possibility that I hadn't worn them yet. It was known that they could be brand new, and you took them anyway.
Why is that an issue? They're going to get worn eventually anyway, right? And they might have been brand new when I took them, but that's no longer the case anyways.
I have told you before that it's not acceptable to just borrow things like that from other people without their permission. Maybe if it was just once or twice, sure, I tolerate it. But I've literally told you so many times now to stop taking my clothes. What do you not understand about it?
I mean, it's not my fault that your clothes fit me so well. We're literally like the same height and body shape. Besides, I always make sure to return them to you.
Yeah, you do. After I spend my precious time searching for my clothes only to find out that you took them, then I have to contact you over and over again before you finally give them back to me unwashed.
I don't really remember. Are you sure that happened?
Yep, and I've had enough. I don't want you ever borrowing my clothes again. And if you really want to, you better ask me beforehand, not Dan.
No thanks. I can't really be bothered to ask you. I'm kind of a busy person, you see. I don't really have that kind of time to be asking you every single time I need some clothes.
Isn't that just your problem? How does that have anything to do with me?
Yeah, of course it's my problem. So why would I have to ask you? You're literally being so petty over a few pieces of clothing.
You're not really seeing the issue, are you? Do you even realize that you're borrowing someone else's property? Those clothes aren't yours. There's a bare minimum you could do to be respectful, like at least wash the clothes you borrowed, or return them as soon as you're done wearing them.
Oh, so you're one of those people. If you are really that bothered about me borrowing just a few of your clothes from your large collection, maybe you should start writing your name on them. Or you could put a lock on your wardrobe or something. It doesn't help that you always buy from the best brands. It's not like I would bother borrowing from you if you bought cheaper clothes.
It's my money. I should be able to choose what I buy without having your input on it. You are the problem here, taking other people's stuff without their permission.
Your money? What a joke. You're literally just leeching off of Dan. I don't know how you have the audacity to think that you own all these clothes you bought. I'm sure Dan would be so disappointed if I tell him about how arrogant you are to me when he's not around. Like, please, just stop being so petty.
I'm not leeching off of Dan. What are you talking about? I buy all my clothes with my own money. I don't know why you keep bringing him up in this conversation.
Okay, I really don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm just going to tell him about today. I wonder how you like that, huh? I already know that all your clothes come from his money. I can't wait for him to expose you.
Sure, go ahead. Try telling him. I'm gonna warn you, though, that there's literally no point.
Jeez, how irritating can you be? I hate how I was just trying to be nice by telling you that I borrowed your clothes. And you just have to ruin my mood like this. I'm just about to go out too. It's the worst.
Oh, I see. I'm not sure if you're going out to see someone, but it'd suck to be them. Having to see someone as irritating as you in a bad mood nonetheless? You know, if borrowing clothes from me was such a hassle, you could just return them to me right now. We wouldn't have to go through any of this if you hadn't done any of this in the first place.
Nope, that won't do. I'm already dressed and ready to leave.
Well then, you better return my skirt by tomorrow. I'll come pick them up.
Nope, you won't. I'm not going to be at home anyway, so...
Okay. I don't really care too much about what you took today. Just give them back another day then. But you borrowed one of my handbags the other day, right? I'll be sure to take that back with me. Oh, and whatever the other pieces of clothing you haven't returned to me, there's a few that I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty more. No, I said you're not going to come over, not without my permission.
Please, you're so annoying.
Yeah, I'm the annoying one. Anyway, I'll be coming over tomorrow.
What? No. Are you listening to me? There's no way you're coming. Who gave you permission? Hey, do you know that new designer handbag that I wanted? Well, Dan said that he's going to buy it for me for my birthday.
Right, cool. Congrats.
You know, it's the same one that you have, but it's the newer model. I can't wait. I've always wanted one from that brand.
Nice. I'm really happy for you. I guess that means that you won't be needing anything from me then, if what you have is newer and better.
I mean, I don't really want to be seen around always using the same one, so I'll still be making good use of yours for you. I guess I won't be needing them as frequently, though.
I'm not really sure that my sarcasm is reaching you there. I've told you before, and I'll say it again. I don't want you borrowing any of my stuff, so you should stop sounding so entitled. If you're having things bought for you, then stop coming to me.
But you have so much. Why are you so petty? It's not like you're lending to a stranger. I'm literally your sister-in-law. I wish you would be nicer to me.
Yeah, do you not remember when Dan and I had just gotten married? You were still borrowing my stuff back then without my permission. But I'd let it go because I thought of you as my new cute sister. But you've been going way too far recently. Do you realize that all the stuff you're taking is not cheap?
But we're family, right? Family belongings are to be shared by everyone within the family.
So you're saying I'm also free to take your stuff whenever I want without asking you? And it also doesn't matter how dirty the stuff is when I return it to you? Or if I just don't return it at all? Unless you specifically tell me, right? Because we're family?
Well, no, of course it doesn't work like that. I'm Dan's younger sister, and I'm also younger than you, too. Of course you can't just go around taking my stuff.
You're making no sense here. But if you're trying to say that you can do whatever you want just because you're younger, there's something wrong with you.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm the youngest in our family, so obviously I deserve to be treated like a princess, right? The youngest should always come first.
Oh, I guess you were one of those kids where your parents gave you special treatment.
Well, yeah, my mom and dad loved me the most.
Now, I'm starting to see why you're like this. It all makes sense. No wonder you think you can get away with all your selfish nonsense if you're brought up to believe that kind of trash.
I didn't really care about that. But you know the skirt I borrowed the other day? You had a longer one too, right? From the same designer. I need it for when I go out again tomorrow.
Oh no, that is not possible. I thought about what you said the other day and decided it was a good idea. So yeah, I've put a lock on my closet, my wardrobe, my drawers, and anywhere else you might find my possessions.
Why would you do such a thing?
Well, it was your suggestion.
Yes, but whatever. It's such a stupid and pointless decision. It's not like I don't have ways to get in.
Surely you're not thinking of something as simple as asking Dan. Because if you are, it won't work. He doesn't have the keys, nor does he know where they are. And besides, they're not just simple padlocks that you could easily get into anyways.
Wait, so you're the only one who can open them?
Yes. Wow. Who would have thought that it would be so easy? I wish you had suggested this to me earlier.
But then, how the heck am I meant to borrow your clothes?
I don't really plan on lending you my clothes anymore. Plus, I have a feeling that when you say borrow, you actually mean take. And I went through all of this so that you would stop taking my stuff, if it wasn't clear enough already. Besides, Dan said that he's going to buy you that designer bag for your birthday, right? You're earning some money yourself from your part-time job. How about you at least buy your own clothes?
No way. That's straight up not possible. Do you know how busy college students are? There's a limit to how much time I can spend at my job, and all of that money I earn disappears in a night out anyway. How am I meant to afford any of the good brands?
You literally go out every single day, last I heard. Is that what you mean when you say that college students are busy? If you decided to cut down a bit on going out, maybe you could save up to buy all that stuff that you so desperately want.
I don't understand what reason is there for me to do that when you have everything I want already. It makes no sense.
Well, you see, I bought all of my stuff with my own money. What this means is that they are my possessions. I don't need my sister-in-law taking them without permission and returning them with stains.
But Dan and Mom were both saying that you should be the one listening to what we say because you're the wife.
Well, that's news to me. So what? Do I not get basic rights as a person?
I guess that's what they mean, right?
Wow, okay, so I guess anything I thought was mine is no longer mine?
Exactly. I'm free to take what I want. And if you have any objections, then maybe you could just divorce Dan and leave our family.
Oh, so that's how it is? I understand.
Well, that's good. Now you better reflect on your actions, because putting a lock on all your stuff is way off limits. Or you better give me the keys too, and I'll consider letting you off this time. Where did all of your stuff go? I came to check out what you have to see if you have anything new, but I don't see any of it, anywhere.
Sorry, but did I give you my permission to look at my stuff? No, right? So stop looking.
I don't care. Just tell me where all your handbags are. I'm about to go out for dinner with this hottie I met the other night.
Oh, that's a shame. I got rid of all my belongings.
Okay, but where are they?
No, I actually got rid of them, like I threw them away.
What? But why?
You know, I've always thought the minimalistic kind of life seemed pretty cool. I thought it was a good opportunity and everything, so I just went ahead without thinking too much and got rid of everything. Aside from the bare minimum, like the necessities.
What the heck did you do? Why would you ever do that? It's such a waste.
It wasn't really a waste, though. Anything that looked even remotely usable, I ended up taking to a second-hand shop or listed it online. Besides, it's all that stuff that I was eventually going to throw out anyway. It just happened to be that now is good timing.
Don't give me that nonsense. What the heck am I supposed to do when I go out today?
Is there an issue? All of this stuff was mine to begin with, not yours. And what handbag you take to your dinner is your problem, not mine.
But if you were going to throw it all away, you could have at least given it to me.
Oh, I could have done that. Oh, sorry, I never thought of that.
You definitely did this on purpose, didn't you? You know there's no way you're getting away with this, right?
I mean, I just simply threw away some of my own stuff. Why would I ever need to get your permission? It has nothing to do with you in the first place.
And I'm here trying to tell you that it does. I can't believe you've done this.
All those expensive clothes and designer handbags, I buy for myself because I like them. They don't exist in my wardrobe, so you can pick and choose what to take or to boost your ego with on dates.
But that shouldn't stop you from lending some to me for a little bit. I don't understand.
I guess part of it is because you don't return them properly to me. But honestly, it's more because of how you're acting. Do you really think I'm just going to lend my precious belongings to someone who constantly tries her best to be an annoyance at every opportunity?
But you're the wife. You're meant to listen to what your family says.
Well, first of all, I'm Dan's wife, not yours. And secondly, being a wife is not the same thing as being a slave. You cannot just order me as you please, expecting me to answer all your demands. I will never be lending you any of my stuff again. Not that there's anything left to lend anyways.
You're done for then. You thought you would get away with doing this to me?
Oh no, what's gonna happen to me? Please enlighten me.
I'm going to tell Dan everything you did to me so that he'll divorce you. And you think we'll actually get a divorce over something like this?
Yeah, this isn't a choice. I'm going to force him to.
It's for his own good anyway. He should divorce you and marry someone who isn't useless and is nice to me. I'm sure Mom and Dad would be delighted too.
I'm sure they would, little princess.
Yep, Mom and Dad totally hate you. They always go on about how you're such a bad wife and how you're always gloomy too. They said that you need to be more disciplined to be more fitting for our family. You know that, right?
Oh, is that so? I'm sure they don't understand that the reason I look so gloomy is not my fault. It's only natural that I'm not happy with the way I'm treated.
Mom and Dad are even nice enough to give you training just because you're still lacking as a wife. But not only are you not grateful about it, you think you have the right to complain about how you're treated? Where are your manners?
So, when I get verbally abused every time I go visit, I'm supposed to be thankful? For the training? Are you kidding me?
It just goes to show how bad of a wife you are, right? Mom and Dad are always so nice, so it's obvious that you're the issue. Well, I guess all of this is irrelevant, because you're not going to be part of the family much longer. You better hurry up on that divorce. I don't want you stealing Dan's money any longer, you parasite.
I'm fine with that, but is it really okay?
What do you mean? Of course it's okay. Dan doesn't need a useless wife like you. There's going to be joy all around when you're gone.
Sure, I guess. I'll do exactly as you asked then. Don't worry, I'll make sure the divorce is nice and quick, just like you wanted.
Well, you said it. Better not change your mind now. You better get it done by tomorrow. I won't accept any later.
Sure. I had Dan sign the papers previously, so I'll go submit them right now.
Yes, go right this moment, and you better not be lying.
Okay, that's enough already. I get the point. I'll do as you say.
Hey, wait! You better get back together with Dan immediately,
Wait, why would I go back?
so that you can explain why you divorced him.
Am I the one who's crazy here? I'm sure you were the one that told me to. Multiple times at that.
Could you not use your brain a little? I was just making a little joke. How did you not understand me? Now undo the divorce and come back here right now.
Oh, you were joking? Sorry about that. You sounded pretty serious about it. Will I go back? Can't do that. I was actually thinking of getting that divorce anyway, before you even told me to. You just gave me that extra little push I needed, and it was a pretty good time to do so.
No, it wasn't. It couldn't have been worse timing. Just come back. What are we meant to do from now on?
Are you talking about the financial support I was providing your family? Because if that's what you mean, then I can't do that for you all anymore. I was told to divorce and got kicked out after all. I'm not going to send money to my ex or his family.
No, but there are some key issues with that.
Yeah, of course there are. For you especially. The apartment you're living in now is my old apartment. And I agreed to keep paying the rent up until you graduated.
Yes, and that's exactly what I mean. How do you expect me to go to college now without an apartment?
I mean, you could always just live at your parents' house and attend college from there. What is it, a 3-hour trip to get to your college? You're young and seemingly full of energy. I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's out of the question.
It used to take me an hour and a half to get to work, and I managed. Double that is probably not all that bad. Of course, a drive like that means you can't stay out drinking anymore.
That's fine for someone like you, but unlike you, every second is important. There's no way I can spend 3 hours commuting every day.
What do you want me to do about it?
Come back. I've been telling you.
I would rather not go back to being the cash cow for your family. No way. I'm sure you were surprised though, weren't you? Getting kicked out of the apartment as soon as I divorced your brother? Were you thinking that Dan was paying for your rent the whole time? What a joke. Aw, I can just imagine your face when you found out.
You knew this and didn't warn me?
Of course I knew. You think I was paying for the apartment by accident? If you think that I'm kind enough to keep paying for you after what you and your family put me through, I don't know that you have the brains to finish college. And sorry to hit you when you're down, but you're not the only one who's about to suffer. You know, Dan's income isn't that impressive, right? Most of the money that was being sent to your parents came from me, not him.
No way. No, Then that would mean all that pocket money that my parents would give to me came from you as well?
That's right. I didn't think much of it at the beginning because it wasn't like Dan wasn't working. I just thought I'd help your family out as I was earning more than him. But I started to think recently that I'm probably better off just buying a house for myself instead. After all, it's my money that I worked hard to earn. I was a little hesitant because buying a house would mean that I wouldn't be able to support your family as much, but now that's no longer a problem. Guess what I did?
Wait, you already bought a house?
Yep. There was one that I had been eyeing for a while now, so it's not like I needed time to look. And that would answer your question of where all my stuff is. I already finished moving in.
And what did Dan say about it? Did he not stop you, or at least try to convince you not to leave?
Oh, he was just satisfied about how clean the room was after I took all my stuff with me. The fact that he didn't even notice that I was trying to move out, I was trying so hard not to laugh.
So you've been planning all of this for a while? I thought it was an impulsive thing because I told you to leave.
Oh, for sure. Don't you think it's such a waste of my time? I'm literally working so hard out here, the most of the money I make just gets used by your ungrateful family. It doesn't help that Dan doesn't even help out with the housework. And the absolute worst part of it all? I'm given zero respect or gratitude for any of it. I just get hate instead. I was so done with all of it, I'm not your personal cash cow.
That's not what I think of you.
Oh yeah? Because you didn't even know that I was all my money? I guess for you it would be more accurate that I was your personal wardrobe.
No, that's not true.
Then what? What was that about how I was a useless wife and I was expected to follow all your demands? I don't remember ever being treated respectfully by you.
That's because I simply didn't know. It was my parents who said those things about you, and I just took their word. If I had known that you were doing so much for us, I would have never said such things.
So being oblivious about it is an excuse to say whatever you please to someone? Do you realize that's disrespectful enough on its own?
No, what I said to you wasn't from disrespect. I just thought that I was disciplining you.
Yeah, I'm not someone that needs to receive discipline from you, thanks. Well, don't worry. What's done is done. And it's not like we'll see each other anymore. Not if I'm lucky, at least.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I am very serious. Not a single person would ever submit divorce papers as a joke.
But maybe it's not too late to say you've changed your mind? I think if you go now, maybe it's not too late.
What do you not understand about this? I have no interest in going back to that life. I hated it. The fact that you're getting so desperate now that it inconveniences you, I can't even laugh. It's pathetic. And you were saying that I was useless and just leeching off your family? Well, now you know. You were the parasite all along, surviving off of my earnings? Sorry, not just you, your entire family. You and your entitled parents are living off of my income without batting an eye at how hard I was working?
But I really can't live now. How am I meant to go to college? I can't even have my friends come over anymore.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The apartment you were staying in was about as good as it gets. Your average student doesn't get the luxury to stay in a place that nice. Oh, and the queen-size bed I left for you? I'm sure you'll miss that too. Must have been a great college life living somewhere like that, being so close to both the campus and downtown as well. Well, now that none of this matters to me, I've stopped paying for it. So yeah, you gotta leave if you haven't already. Dan's not gonna pay for such an expensive apartment for you.
But please, that place was so important to me. You have so much money, you can spare it.
None of that is my issue. You can say whatever you want and keep crying. I'm not gonna change my mind. Maybe if I was treated as a human with a basic level of respect from the beginning, it could have been a different story. Who knows? Although, that's probably too much to ask, considering those parents of yours and how you've been raised.
Then what can I do to keep living there? How about I apologize to you?
Oh, please, don't apologize to me. I'm ready anytime for that. Unfortunately, though, a single apology is not enough to make up for the damage that's been done. But it might make me think that you haven't lost all hope as a person. But no matter what you do, I won't be going back on my decision. I don't want to be married to Dan ever again, nor do I want to ever have to interact with you or your family.
How are you going to take responsibility for me not being able to go to college?
What responsibility? That has nothing to do with me. Besides, you're making such a big deal about it. You just have to leave the apartment you were living in until now. It's not going to stop you from going to college. Just commute from home. It's only 3 hours.
Can you stop making fun of me?
I'll stop making fun of you when you stop being a clam. How about you stop crying to me for help and just take a look at reality? If you stop going out so much and work more hours, maybe you could keep living close to your campus in a different apartment or dorm or something. You'd be surprised at how much of a difference it makes when you're not eating out or drinking and partying every other night.
But I'm in college. It's not possible for me to not go out and have fun every day. I literally don't have that kind of time to be working. The 2 shifts I do a week is already too much.
You seem to have developed a very wrong idea of how life works, but I'll leave that to you to figure out for yourself. But I'm just going to give you some advice. If you don't hold back on the fun a little, you'll have some very unfun experiences trying to graduate. Those parents of yours might have treated you like a princess when you were growing up, but I'm not sure how they'll react if you repeat a year.
But that wouldn't be an issue if you just came back. I'll apologize, so please help me.
Nope, I've changed. I decided to stand up for myself and not let people use me as their personal wallet. My money's mine, and I could care less about your issue.
Please, can you reconsider? Are you really just going to abandon us like this?
Well, yeah. I'm basically just plucking the leech that has been attached to me for the past few years. If anything, I was also crazy to just let it happen and not do anything about it. Well then, good luck from now on. See ya.
Please, I'm so sorry. Hello? Hello? Vicky? Come back.
Shortly after, I started my new life, no longer shackled by that dreadfully annoying sister-in-law of mine. My clothes and handbags can breathe a sigh of relief, no longer at risk of being mistreated by her at any moment. Although I would say that her parents were just as much of an issue as she was, if not actually the bigger problem. After all, you could fault them for raising her in that way. I can see why she lacks some respect for others when she has parents who treat people like dogs. And as for why the issues with respect were more apparent in her than Dan, I would assume it has to do with how she was the favorite child, getting spoiled as their lovely little princess. Pretty much right after the divorce had gone through, I was bombarded with spam messages from the rest of the family. Did they not realize that I get enough of that already from their daughter alone? While I didn't care about what they had to say, I was certainly concerned for the health of my phone and my sanity with the amount of notifications. So yes, I blocked every single one of them. Did I hesitate? No, not at all, as I was certain that I would never go back to that nightmare of a family. Unfortunately, blocking the 4 of them didn't turn out to be enough. It didn't take long until I was messaged by one of Dan's friends. How desperate! For some reason, Dan didn't realize how things would change if I left his life, so he was caught off guard at how hard it was to take care of the house without me. So yeah, there were some attempts at getting back together with me through his friends. It didn't take much to put an end to that, though. All I had to do was explain my reasons behind the divorce. He then lost all support from his friends. As for my life, I finally finished sorting out and cleaning all the stuff I took with me, and it's all looking very nice. It certainly does feel good to not have to pay for a bratty kid's expensive apartment or an ungrateful family's living expenses. With that lease canceled, I heard that Rita did not like the option of trying to afford her own place and unwillingly settled for the 3-hour commute. I'm sure she's delighted. There was only a few years between getting married and the divorce. It was a pretty short marriage at the end of the day, but it was a very painfully long one for me. I missed none of it, so I was very satisfied after the divorce went through. And the absolute worst part of it all? I'm given zero respect or gratitude for any of it. I just received hate instead. Well, now that I've been able to remove myself from that parasitic relationship, I think I have the space both mentally and financially for myself. Let's hope I've learned from my mistakes so that I can live more freely from now on and find someone who actually shares my values. Rita probably thought I had infinite amounts of money, but while I earn a lot, I'm no millionaire, so buying a house was a pretty big hit financially. With that being said, I feel that I deserve to reward myself for getting that divorce and changing my life for the better. The new house is pretty big, and those closets aren't going to fill themselves. I heard one of my favorite designers is just about to release a new line, though.
Savannah, we're supposed to meet today, right? I was thinking you could come by my place. What time can you come?
Actually, I'm not gonna go. I don't feel like going out today.
What? Don't cancel at the last second. You do that all the time lately. I'm not very happy about it.
You're annoying. It's not like you have other plans. Do you?
Well, like I told you many times, I've been busy with an ongoing project. If you cancel at the last minute like that, I have trouble making plans.
Project? What are you saying? Even though you're just a part-timer, I work more than you.
I think I explained this before too, right? I needed more free time to work on the project. That's why I quit working full-time as an engineer and working on the project by myself while working part-time.
Okay.
You don't understand.
I don't even want to understand.
Really? Can you please try to understand me a little more? It's not like I've been playing around. Also, you started talking like that after I proposed to you, right? Why is that?
Well, want to get married even though you're a part-timer? Are you kidding me?
Do you have to go that far?
What are you saying? I can't marry a part-timer. If you want to marry me, please get a job before you propose to me. That's why I've been trying to get away from you little by little.
Are you serious? Then you could have told me that clearly when I proposed to you.
I didn't want to, because it's annoying if you get angry or something.
I've never done anything like that. Why do you think like that?
I think part-timers are like that.
I think I explained clearly, didn't I? That I'm gonna put a big project in action from now on. So I want you to marry me and support me.
Support a part-timer? Are you crazy?
Even though I explained that thoroughly, you weren't listening. Okay, I understand.
Glad that you gave up. Never text me anymore. Please.
If that's what you want, I understand. Thank you for everything.
How dare you say such an arrogant thing? I wasted the time I was with you.
You don't think you want to break up in a good way? I don't care anymore, though.
I don't have to break up in a good way, because we'll never see each other. Then, goodbye. John, how have you been? I'm sorry if I surprised you, but can I come see you today?
What? What are you saying?
I have something to tell you directly. So, can I come to your place?
Savannah, what do you want to tell me now? I don't have anything to tell you. So if you do, then please tell me by message.
Don't be that cold. I want to see you. You know that, right?
For what? There's no point in seeing each other. And there's no reason I have to see you either. I don't really know what you want. What do you want to tell me in person?
You really want to know that right now, huh? Okay then. I'm okay with getting back together. Are you happy?
Huh?
I saw you succeeded at the job. Well done. You worked hard for me, huh?
I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean by for me? Oh, I need to tell you something, by the way.
What is it?
You told me not to text you anymore. And now you texted me. What do you want? I don't have anything to say to you, so I would say the same thing. Never text me anymore.
What are you saying? It's not cute if you keep being cold like that, you know? Well, let's get back together.
What? Getting back together?
It's just that you were not suitable for me at that time because you were a part-timer. Now I think we can get along now.
Well, I forgot to tell you something.
What?
I'm already married.
Wait, what? What? What do you mean?
It literally means I'm married. Also, you were asking if you could come to my place? I've already moved. So you can't come to my place.
What? You don't live there anymore.
You saw I succeeded at my job, right? So I moved to a place where the security is tight. I'm planning to work here also, so...
I saw you succeeded. I had no idea you were doing something like that. I didn't know you were developing an app. I thought you were just playing on the computer every day.
I understand other people think like that, you know? But I explained thoroughly to you. I said that I was pretty sure that I can make money because the app can help people. And I proposed to you after I explained everything. You're the one who left me saying you can't marry a part-timer, remember?
I regret that, actually. I need you. I want to live with you. Can we?
Are you listening to me? I'm saying I got married.
That's a lie, right? You're marrying another girl, even though we broke up only 6 months ago. That can't be happening. You're lying to let me give up, aren't you?
I'm not lying.
Then you should break up with her. I'm sure she married you for money. I can't believe the girl who approached you after you succeeded.
Are you talking about yourself?
I've known you for a long time. I'm saying this because I like your personality.
What? If you like my personality, then it doesn't matter if I'm a part-timer or not, right?
It's a different story, you know?
Anyway, I don't care anymore. Please understand that I will not get back with you.
Wait!
What? You still have something to say?
Were you cheating on me?
What? What do you mean?
That can't be happening to get married to another girl only 6 months after we broke up. Were you dating the girl while we were dating? Weren't you?
I don't know what you're saying, but proposing to you while cheating? If that's who you think I am, then it was over at that point, right?
Be honest.
I've never cheated on you. Unlike you.
What?
I knew you were cheating on me, but I loved you when we were dating. I was hoping you would stop doing that if I proposed to you. I was hoping so, to be honest.
Really? You knew?
Yes. My wife is my ex-girlfriend, just so you know. I ran into her again just after we broke up. While we were supporting each other, we started dating. Actually, I also thought it was a bit too early. But we got married anyway.
Really? Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. So she's known me since before I was rich. We broke up once because of a long-distance relationship. But she came back to the States and we're living happily together.
What are you saying? Don't brag about her.
Well, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Do you?
Wait, I'm coming to your place now.
Huh? I'm telling you, I've already moved.
I just looked it up on the internet. And I had a rough idea where the place is. It's not easy being famous, huh?
Did you really do that? You're obsessed. There's no point in looking it up. I told you that the security is tight, right? There's a security guard in the house as well.
I'm coming right now. So let's talk.
You scare me. I told you I got married, alright?
No way! You dumped me!
You're the one who dumped me. You keep saying insane things. But you left me because I was a part-timer, remember? It's insane to blame me, isn't it? I didn't blame you for making off with the engagement ring. I didn't say anything even though I knew you were cheating on me, you know? How dare you say it's my fault?
Then love me again!
What the hell are you saying?
I want to be rich too. I want to be a wife of a rich man. You worked hard to be a man who is suitable for me, didn't you? Right?
Definitely not. I had been preparing for a long time.
Then you don't have any feeling toward me anymore?
It was over when I was cheated on and dumped. I'm not good at cheating like you. I don't even want to do anything like that. I'm sorry, but I'll never talk to you again.
Don't say that. Are you abandoning me? I was thinking you still love me for sure.
I think your positive thinking is good, though. But please, use it in a different way.
Stop saying that. Break up with her and marry me. I'm coming to your place now.
I'm gonna call the police if you keep saying that.
What? Police?
If you come to my place, you'll get into trouble with the police, for sure. I guess you still don't understand, though. Anyway, I'll never see you. So do whatever you want. Goodbye. Apparently, Savannah went to John's place as John expected. But she got caught by the security guard right away and arrested. She was in debt after she was betrayed by some guy. That's why she contacted John to help pay back her debt. But she wasn't expecting John to be married already. After that, she got into trouble with the police and got cut off by her parents. So she had to figure it out by herself.